Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday, June 30th, 2023, last day of June, if you guys can even believe it. I'm in denial. The summer is flying by. So happy Friday. It's so good to be here with everybody this morning. So good to see so many of you in the chat. I saw a lot of you last night for our Patreon top tier live, which was super fun. So it's good to see so many of you here again. It's a lot of lives this week, or premieres or whatever. Hello, Melly from Italy. And it's a beautiful day in northern Minnesota. Sandy says, no smoke. Wonderful. That is fantastic. Hello, Amy. So good to see so many of you here today. So a couple of little notes that I want to let you guys know. Simon Says Stamp has a sale through the 5th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. 20% off all Simon Says Stamp branded product with the code BOOM. I have a link down in the description. Awesome chance to take advantage if you have been wanting to pick up inks or tools or those stamp sets, dies, stencils on your wish list. Fantastic opportunity to do that. So I wanted to mention that. And again, that should be down in the description. The other thing is that I am teaching at the Hero Arts Mixed Media Stamp Along, our summer Stamp Along on the 15th of July. So just in a couple weeks, I think you can still sign up for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't let mixed media throw you off at all. If you are on the fence, it's going to be a really fun event. And I am going to be sharing, we're going to be putting together an accordion book in the class. Like we're going to put pages in it. Each instructor will teach a page or technique. But I've also incorporated that and made a card so you can see how you can take those techniques and translate them into cards. Let's see. Oh, my chat's way far behind. Oh, Cassie, that's a great reason to miss our Patreon live. Happy anniversary. Cassie and her husband celebrated their 44th wedding anniversary. I love that. That is amazing. Kim is watching from work again. Kim, we can count on you. Karen, are you watching from work too? Because I saw Karen in here. Nikki is going to do it. That's awesome. Hello, Kathleen. Oh, yay. Hi, Jana. Already hot in Kansas. Molly, is that not the truth? Stepped outside with the dogs first thing this morning and thought, yuck. Another day where I want to stay inside. Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness, it's very late in Australia, Sue. Well, thanks for joining us for a little bit. Okay, everyone. I did list everything down in the description below. We're probably going to get started so we can get this going and then enjoy the rest of our weekend. I have an appointment I have to go to, and then I also have to get some stuff overnighted today. So I got a busy day again, but that's great because I'm ready for a few days off. I don't know about you guys. So, and I just, since I won't see you before the 4th of July, to all my American friends, have a happy and safe 4th of July. I'm having a low-key one. Mine generally is low-key. My poor dogs don't like the fireworks, so we usually hide in the basement. Christine's watching from work. Oh, Cassie says they were high school sweethearts. I love that. That's awesome. Hello, Norma and Shari. Hi, Michelle. Oh, yay, Mary gets to catch a live. Oh, well, thank you. That's so sweet. Okay, so today I am super excited. My friend Carissa Wiley created a collection for Spellbinders, and I finally have a chance to use it here on camera. And if you're looking for a very quick and easy way to create some birthday cards, it's a great collection. There's lots of different interchangeable bits. There is foiling, so I'm going to completely do all the foiling. In fact, I should probably be warming up my machine. We're going to do our foiling here on camera. I'm going to use components from a couple of different collections, or different sets, not collections, different sets to create it. And then we're going to create a really easy background. No, I know. Shari, I don't look forward to the 4th either. Oh, and I have to tell you, I'm sure I talk about this every year for the 4th of July. Where I live in a suburb. So the main city that I live near does not allow fireworks sales or shooting them off, the big city. The suburbs do. And every single one, there is a fireworks stand on every corner. They started selling a couple days ago, and people have been shooting them off every night since, or in the middle of the afternoon. Like, I jump out of my chair. It's so irritating to me. It's so hot. It's so dry. I'm like, really? Anyway, if it was contained to 1 or 2 days, I would be so much happier. I know some people really love them. I don't. I love a good fireworks display at Disney or, one of those places, or one that is done by professionals, but I'm not a huge fan of my neighborhood dads trying to outdo each other. Okay, I hope none of them are watching. I doubt it. They're not going to make cards. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, Lilibeth, I love it. That's so cute. Oh, Cindy, I hate that. It's so stressful for our pets. That's the part that it's so terrible. And we had a little drama last night. Well, we'll just chat a minute before we get started. We had a little drama. Luckily, I was up late and this didn't wake me up. And by late, I mean it was midnight, which is late for me. And I'm sitting there. I was trying to finish stitching something. And I hear a beep, and I know it's a smoke detector because they never go off at 3 p.m. It's always in the middle of the night. And luckily, Ethan was still up too, and he goes, and Odin hates the smoke detectors. That's where I should start with this. They scare him really, really bad. And Ethan goes, was that a smoke detector? Well, and then we finally figure out which one it is, and we start replacing the battery in it. But then it goes off, and Odin freaked out, and he pottied on the floor in 2 places because he was so scared because it was a lot. And then it took like an hour and a half for me to get him to calm down. It's just stressful. I know, Kim, thank you. I agree. Fireworks in appropriate places, not in the neighborhood. And the junk is everywhere. It's so irritating. I just don't get it. Anyway, I know some people love them and love to do them, but it's just not my favorite. I love watching them at the appropriate venue. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, we had to really love on poor Odin because that is not something he does. And he was so frightened, and he really doesn't like if you accidentally burn something in the oven and then the smoke detector goes off, it scares him then too. But oh, it was so bad last night because he was dead asleep and it was awful. Yes, Steph, my smoke detectors are sensitive to my cooking too, apparently. I mean, it's really where they put the smoke detector is right there. So if there's just the tiniest bit of smoke, it just starts going off and it goes, fire, fire. And I'm like, there is no fire. Stop. Oh, man. I know, Ginger. It was so bad. Ethan and I, we spent a ton of time loving on him and telling him it was okay and finally got him calm. But it just stresses him out so bad. Is there a way, and here's the reason the battery went bad, by the way. One of the batteries leaked acid. So I'm sure that that's what caused it to fail. But because I've been trying to change them when the time changes so that we don't have the middle of the night rage, which smoke detector is it? That may or may not have happened. Let's see. Carolyn loves them. Her mom is a pyrotechnician. I'm getting prepared to go meet her and shoot off a show. Oh, well, that's awesome. But see, I feel like you need to have, your mom's a pyrotechnician. I feel like there's just a lot of people drinking a lot, shooting off fireworks. This has been my experience that I'm not a fan of. Oh no, Shari Scout's afraid of the garbage truck. Oh, yes, crafts and true crime, Tracy. Same. Here's my favorite. Last year, they shoot them off, and I go to the basement and I turn on something so that hopefully it helps drown it out a little. Not great, but it drowns it out enough. And we hang out there till midnight, and they usually settle down by then. Literally, the next morning, I was like sleeping in last year, and it was like 6:30, 6:45, and I hear a huge firework go off. And I'm like, it is morning. And we were still in bed because we'd gone to bed so late. And he jumped, and I was like, and then I heard a couple more, and I'm like, what moron is out on the 5th shooting off fireworks first thing in the morning? Anyway. Okay. Molly, that's probably what it is for me too. Molly says she likes fireworks shows, but never understood spending money on my own. I'd rather spend it on craft supplies. That's what it is. I want to spend my money on something else. But I'll enjoy everybody else's show. Okay, shall we make a card? We probably should. We've been chatting for a while. What is that? Oh, I need that. Okay. And I was going to, well, didn't I just figure this out? Oh, yeah. Oh, if it's annoying, I can take it off, but I was going to do my little picture-in-picture. Do you see the picture-in-picture? You guys tell me, if it gets like really irritating, I can take myself off, but then I thought, well, that might be kind of fun. So we'll try it today. Could we see the little darling? Michelle said. Yes, I know. He's always squeaking. Franklin, come here. Come here. No, not roll over. Oh my gosh. Here, let's switch the camera so everybody. Oh, you're so nice. Thank you. Show everybody how cute you are. Yes, you're so sweet. There. Say hi. No, look right here. I love you too. You're very cute. What do you think? Okay. All right, there's my little baby. Okay. Great. Thank you guys for letting me know. And you said it's a good size. Let's see. You like it? You want to see me too? Okay. Hi, Carrie. Donna says, hi, Frank, and he's over entertain. Oh, no, he's playing with Odin. I thought he was entertaining himself. Okay. Oh, good. My machine is all heated up. Let's go ahead and, hey, no. Let's go ahead and, oh, boys, no. Okay, so here is the trio of balloons. I guess I should show you what we're making first. I am going to foil these balloons twice. Then we're going to use the coordinating stencil. And we're going to do a little stencil layering. It's literally the easiest thing ever. Oh my gosh. No. Go somewhere else. Go out. Out. Okay. Go out there and play. I'm back. We are going to do kind of a little, I don't know, pastel rainbow of balloons. And what I am going to do, because we need several things foiled, and there's lots of different elements. I did opt, so here, this was on my plate. I decided not to do the little bow, but we're going to do our balloon string and our trio. And then there's also a happy birthday, and that actually comes in a different set. So I did link all of those down below. I'm going to try to foil as much as possible. He is a little Ewok, and they're really being something. Always. Before I went live, Ethan came upstairs and he was like, what is going on? And I'm like, I know. They're being extra. I'm going to use gold foil. It's kind of my standard go-to. And I am using some Hammermill cardstock. Hammermill is going to give you the best results. And then I am going to tell you guys, I'm not going to do the running it through my platinum here on camera. If you were in my Patreon live last night, you know, you heard the story. My 6-inch Spellbinders platinum had a little so it's out of commission at the moment. I did something stupid. So I have to use my big one, and I just don't want to pull the big one over in front of the camera. So we're just going to wait for that to heat up. I love a balloon card, Liza said. Okay, and here's something funny. I actually don't like balloons either. I know that's so silly. I love the look of them. I don't like the scratchy sound. Whatever. But I love, 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 love making balloon cards. Odin is laying outside the door scratching on it because he's not being good. Sharon, I agree. Balloon cards work for anyone with just a few color changes. And here's the great thing. I was going to show this. That can sit there for a minute. So there's actually a die, and I have them in little bags. They come nicer than this. But she has a collection of other greetings, which I think are fun, which I thought I'd show. There's a Pop, Clink, Fizz, Eat Cake, which I love. Whoops. Yeah, let's put them over here. I can't hold them all. These are more foil plates. And I love this. Welcome Baby, which is great. You could turn this into a baby card so easy. It's Party Time. Bride to Be. I thought that was fun for like wedding showers. And then a Congrats, which works for all kinds of things. Really, really cute. All right, I am going to run this over to my die cut machine. You know what? Almost everything in paper is cuter, Jennifer, don't you think? Like, I'm not a huge fan of mice, but I love using them on my cards. I'm just going to go with paper. Everything is better. All right, let's see how we did. Pretty good. Okay, I don't need any more happy birthday, so I'm going to move that. And because I know already we have a lot of foiling to do today. Sandy said, managed to foil my solid foiling plate the other day. Lucky it doesn't damage it, right? I think that probably almost everyone has done that. I know I did. I've done it more than once. That's how good I am. Shari said, oh no, that's my fear. I don't have a backup. Okay, so I have a backup. And it is one time it happened to me years ago. And my backup failed. Or not my backup failed. My big shot failed. And I was so upset. And I'm just going to tell you guys, Heidi at Simon Says Stamp saw me post about it, and she called me, and she sent me a machine, which is so kind. I was really, really upset, and obviously I didn't have a backup, so now I have backups, but this is my job too, so that makes a big difference. Well, while that's heating up, I'm going to have some coffee. What's everybody else doing? If it's morning for you, are you having coffee? I have water too somewhere. Ginger says, foiling the plate, been there, done that. Get your machine out of the box, Melissa. You know what? It's just paper. It's just paper, and it takes a little bit of practice, but it's so worth it. Okay, so for my card, while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to foil several balloon strings, which is kind of the most time-consuming part here, because that's the only thing I have left, but that's okay. We can chat it up. Question, Molly said, if you could only have one machine, would you have the Platinum 6 or the large one? The large one. I forgot, because I usually have my small one out for video. I love my large one. It's my favorite. It is my favorite. And if you have anything big to cut, it's great. And here's something you may not think of that I always forget because I'm always cutting my paper in half to die cut something. You can put a whole 8.5 by 11 sheet through. So you don't have to cut down your paper to run it through. And that's totally a silly and probably, selfish reason to have one, but it is a great little benefit. Okay, so I need to foil some little balloon strings. I'm just going to use leftover pieces here. And while this is heating up, we are going to grab coordinating dies. And this is exactly what I do when I am just creating to create. Norma's multitasking, working and drinking coffee. I love it. Amber said, I get getting ready for work and at least to get to work from home. Absolutely. I'm just going to go ahead and die cut. I think you could stencil first, but I'm going to die cut. Besides, I always think it's a great activity to do while you're waiting for your foiling machine. Anytime I foil, I try to foil more than one thing so that I can make the most of my time. Jennifer loves the large and small platinum, or she has, and she loves the large. But she loves her new Impress. Yes, that is awesome. Okay. Yes, and Ginger has a great point. If space is a premium, the large one takes up a lot of room. So keep that in mind. You may want to go with the smaller footprint. All right. Whoops. And we're just going to keep on foiling and keep on die cutting while we are foiling. My main is a Gemini, but my backup is an old Cuttlebug. Yes. It's so silly, but I was not as upset as I might have been because I did have a backup. Oh, I forgot. Oh, no, I didn't. And let's die cut happy birthday because there's dies. And all of those other greetings I showed also have coordinating dies, which I love. Oh, is that going to stay put? So who has not tried foiling? I know we saw Melissa said she has a machine and hasn't used it. Hopefully maybe this will inspire her to get it out and use it. Coffee and cinnamon toast Eggos. Awesome, Kelly. A big wish list for what, Cassie? Did I miss it? Is it for pasta? Oh, let me go back. Let me go back. Carrie has a few backups just in case. I love it. I can't find it. Tell me what. Yes, Shari, yes, you do need a backup. Because it's super inconvenient not having one. Donna loves foiling. I do too. Once you kind of get the hang of it, it's so fun. And hammer mill cardstock makes a world of difference. All right, we about have everything. I think I just have a couple more, or one more balloon string. I think I just did 5, even though I have 6. Yes, Nicole, she said. Yeah. I figured we were talking about pasta. I really feel like I should use the ones I have before I buy any more, but let's be honest, I'm probably going to buy more. I know me. Let's just use this sheet now. I worry a little bit about putting too many on one and overlapping them. Nope, my fan is on in here and it keeps wanting to blow everything out of the way. 2 big shots. Let's see. Yes, talking about pasta. I figured. Oh, Sherry, that's not good. Yes. Yeah, I don't like them to scratch at the door. So if I hear them scratching at the door, then I open it because I don't want them doing that. They're laid down now. I guess they got the hint when I locked them out for just a second that Mommy didn't want them doing that right this minute. That I found it kind of irritating. And that no one can hear over that. Let's see. Ginger loves foiling but has a love-hate with her particular machine. It pushed me to the point of getting ready to buy a replacement. Do you have the original? My original was finicky, and I'm sure it was because it was the original. This one, not finicky. And I don't even think this is the newest one. But I don't know. I just know this one works great, and I'm happy. And it works a lot easier than my other one ever did. Okay, I think this is our last thing to foil. Then we can get this out of the way and we can start some stenciling fun. I want the ornaments, Cassie said. Yes, I like those too. Oh, yes, I hope they start selling it in your country too, Lilibeth. Thank you, Laura, for reminding everyone to give the video a thumbs up. Oh, what did I do there? Well, we're going to see if we can make it work because some of the balloon strings are hidden. Sometimes, even if it's not perfect foiling, if it's something that I can kind of hide, I try to make it work. So, see how it like double, I must have moved it. That's okay. We're going to hide the part because I actually had a mistake and you would never know it. I had a mistake on one of these and I kept it because the bottom part looked good and I hid the other part underneath. So if you can kind of budget a little bit, I say do it. Yeah, Sandy, if your platform is hard to pull out, that makes it a little bit hard. Cassie's going to tell her husband it's an anniversary gift. I love it. Let me see. All right. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm also going to get rid of these real quick so that I don't lose them. Oh, nice. Sandy said Pascha is selling a metal shim. Perfect. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes some die cut machines work better than others. Okay. Let's foil. Or foil. Let's stencil. Let's go with stenciling, okay? And actually, we're going to do our background first. And I'm going to stencil in the stamp wheel. You guys always are so good about reminding me to use this for stenciling, and you're right. Makes it so much easier. So for my background, I have a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch panel. And I know I talk about this all the time. I know I do. But I like a little something in the background. My balloons take up most of the design. But even with that white outline, I just feel like the background needs a little bit of color. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Simon Says Stamp Grid Stencil. Pretty Pink Posh has a good one as well. And I'm sure other companies have one, or just something with a little pattern. I kind of felt like polka dot might have been okay, but I liked the grid since I already have a circle shape with the balloons. Question: I've never heard of Pasta until today. Can you use any die cutting system for them? You can use any manual die cutting system. I use the Spellbinders Platinum, but everybody in here, let us know what you use to die cut your pasta dies or your felt stitching dies. I'm sure the Big Shot works. Spellbinders machine, because they're just like regular dies. Yes, thank you guys for answering that. If you like making felt ornaments, they are a game changer because they do all the hard work. You don't have to cut anything out. What is Pasta? Kim said. Pasta Design is a company that sells, the gal who owns it, her name is Lizzie, and she makes dies for stitching felt ornaments or felt shapes. And they are very, very good quality. Really, really nicely done. I'm going to take some Tide Pool ink from Simon Says Stamp. And the great thing about the stamp wheel, if you don't have the stamp wheel, I still use my Misty a lot for stitching. How about stamping? This you can use for stamping, but it is the best thing. Well, I had to push pretty hard. It is the best thing for holding your stencils while you are inking or all of that kind of good stuff. That's my favorite thing to use it for. Be warned that the sticky mat can get stained with certain dye ink colors. So you might want to keep that in mind. They do sell replacements for this. So I'm just going to do a nice little quick blend of Tide Pool to make my background paper or my background for my card. I'm not taking it quite to the edge. I like it to be a little faded. Big Shot switch for the felt die cutting, Laura said. Does the silicone pad keep the stencils in place? It does, Kelly. And it's so handy because you can see that everything sticks down to it really well. It's so handy. Love it so much. We're going to use it again here in a minute, but I want to get this spritzed so we can let it dry. Big Shot. Yep. Lots of Big Shots, it seems. Sandy says she uses the Big Shot, but it doesn't cut the stitching dies well. Some machines stitch. Why do I keep saying that? Cut easier than others. This is some salvaged patina spray stain. It's not the distress spray stain. And I'm just barely pushing on it. You guys know me. I like a little stenciling with a little distress over it. So there is our background. And this is just a plastic box. If this is your first time here, I use that to catch any of my spray. And then I'm going to set this aside to dry. And then we can use this to hold down our pieces while we stencil our balloons. Okay, so when your balloon stencil set, you get these two little pieces. You definitely want to hold on to them. They're like masking pieces, and I use them all the time. And this circle, if you have this stencil or if you get this stencil, it actually has a line in here, a little teeny tiny skinny line. I don't know if that was supposed to be there or not, but I'm going to tell you guys I cut it out because I was like, I don't know what I would do with that. That might be the wrong thing to tell you. I did not watch any videos about this set, so I could have done something really bad. But I thought about it long and hard before I did it, and I just went ahead and removed it because I can use that then for my solid stenciling, and then I can stencil one of the fun designs on top. Now, because this trio, you can see if I just stencil, if I ink this, it's going to get ink in this balloon, and I don't want that. you can use these extras to kind of help mask that off. And let's move that up to the corner a little bit. I think that'll be better. All right. So we're just going to start at the first one and work our way over. Kind of like I did for my card. I'll just kind of keep it somewhat here. So we're going to use bubblegum ink first. Hi, Liz. Where do you buy your felt? Susan said. Tailored Expressions, the Felt Pod, and Benzie Design. Those are my favorite places. And my favorite is 100% wool felt. We're going to do tone-on-tone balloons. My first one is going to be bubblegum and sweets. I'm using all Simon Says Stamp Pawsitively saturated inks today. So after we have our base color, just going to carefully pull that up. Oh, I like when I get my notification that I need to plug in my camera. All right, and I guess I could move this again. Same thing. This one I'm going to do stripes on, and I'm going to use that little half. Oh, did she cut the middle piece out too, Lisa? Because I just cut it out. Yeah, oh yeah, Laura, thank you. Pashta also has felt rolls. Absolutely. And here's my tip for the day. Benzie Design and the Felt Pod both have Etsy shops, but they also both have shops independent of Etsy. You will save money if you purchase from their store online and don't go through Etsy. That's my personal preference, just because you can save a little bit more money. All right, let's do orange. Yeah, the Felt Pod has tons of colors. Cassie says hard to explain without the visual. Hi, Jenna. Let's see. Have I missed anybody's questions so far? I'm kind of just checking back in. This one, we don't have to do any masking at all. And we're going to start with Melon. And then we are going to use, for this, we're going to do like the little, it looks like the confetti filled balloons. And I'm going to do a couple of these. So first, we're going to use Cantaloupe. And I kept this one tone on tone, but you could do multicolor if you wanted. And then I'm just going to grab one of the other confetti, and we're going to use the Sherbet color for some dark orange. And you could even use all three. You could do all different color. Just like it to look like a confetti-filled balloon. Let me do a quick wipe of my stencil. I bought everything but have not tried it yet, Jonna said. Oh yeah, Laura says that paper tray. Do they still sell felt? I used to have a lot of paper tray felt. Don't feel like they do very many stitching dies anymore, but maybe I'm wrong. So for the little balloon peeking out the top, this is where those two little extra pieces come in super handy. And we're going to start with the lemonade color. And then I'm going to do like the little grid balloon here. And we're going to use some Sunbeam. Look how cute. Oh, I love these balloons. They're so much fun. So here's our first little set of balloons. And you can use any combination of the layering stencils that you like. That's my favorite thing, is that you can, the possibilities are endless. I also think like balloons in graduation colors would be very fun. School colors and all that. All right, so let's do our minty balloon. And this is going to be Tide Pool and Tropic. I also think if you wanted to do like, obviously it's kind of got that pinwheel design or like a lollipop or something, which I think it could be. If you have like a glass jar die or stamp and die, wouldn't it be fun to make these kind of look like lollipops and have them sticking out of a jar? Just something I was thinking about. After I made this card, I was like, oh, that would be kind of fun. And another way to use these and turn them into something that's not a balloon, or Christmas, like Christmas peppermint sticks, like sucker things or whatever. I thought that would be really cute. I think they could easily be turned into a holiday design. I'm really liking the stamp wheel, Cassie said. Yay! Aren't these balloons so fun? These stencils are really awesome. I love them. Really, really clever. So if anyone makes a Christmas card, maybe I should try to make one. What do we think? Not today, but I think it would be fun to do that later on, is to try to make this into like Christmas lollipops. Oh my gosh, look how fun that is. I love it. Using those to make little pillows or peppermints. Yes, exactly, Shari. That's a great idea. You can make peppermints for sure. And you know, there is just a solid die, circle die that comes in the set with the trio. So you could make peppermints very easily. And I think Carissa had an example, if I'm not mistaken, where she made them look like disco balls with the grid, which I thought was really clever. Okay, this one is going to, let's get some of our brushes put away before I'm wearing ink. This is going to be Marine and Cadet. Christmas in July for sure. Sandy's hoping to get all of her Christmas cards made in July. I know I won't, because Christmas product comes late for me. But I'm excited to see what everybody else makes. And let's do some more confetti in this one. Oh, and I remember what I did for this. So I did my darker blue color for some of the confetti. And then I grabbed my Tropic color. And I don't know if it shows up great on camera. It's pretty faint, but I'm going to do the teal color over this as well. I probably could have grabbed a darker teal color and it would show up better, but I did not. And then we have one more balloon left to do. I better make sure that this doesn't stain. I'm going to just take a little rubbing alcohol and clean my stencil real fast. That stripe that I'm going to use. All right. So now I'm going to grab my little masks again. And my green blending brush. Jenna, it's a foil plate set from Spellbinders. It's listed in the description. And the replay is available, so if you need to go back and watch the beginning, you can totally do that. But this is It's My Party Collection by Carissa Wiley for Spellbinders. And she has lots of foil plates in here, which is very fun. And this is Celery and Limelicious. I don't know if I mentioned that. And that's my last color combo. Okay, we're just going to move that over here. Look at our pretty balloons. Love these. All right, we're going to move our stamp wheel. And I think our background is dry. You really want this set. It's adorable. It is very cute. I just think it's really versatile and probably even more versatile than you think. Things you can make with it. This set, which is what the Happy Birthday's from, it has a big, this is the middle size is a foil plate, and then these are cutting dies, so you can make like shaker windows, big balloons, all kinds of things. All the balloons. Before I secure my balloons to my background, I kind of want to look at it and see where I think everything's going to go. I want my balloons to be at different heights because I want it to look like this nice row of balloons. And then I know that I want to stamp this greeting. So there is this coordinating stamp set. There's also stencils to fill in these, like it's like a balloon arch or whatever. So there's a stencil set that coordinates with this as well. But I grabbed Until Further Notice, Celebrate Everything, which I thought was really funny. And I want to double check where my balloon strings are going to go so that I can avoid them with my greeting. And that's part of the reason I'm going to leave off one of the balloon strings there. So I think it's going to fit right in here. And I'm just going to double check everything. That looks pretty good. And we can move all this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to take the Tropic ink and we're going to stamp our greeting. And then we can secure everything to our card. Jen, I think tomorrow is safe. I mean, tomorrow is July, so you're probably asking the wrong crowd. We're the enabler crowd, right, everyone? Okay. I need more foam. There we go. So I am going to pop up my balloons off the background a little bit. Oh, it's so cute. This is my favorite part, all the embellishing. So let's get our balloons down first. Oh, I'm glad that you like them, Mary. Yes, balloons can be used all of the time. And I really love that in some of her other sets that go with this, that are part of this collection, there's things like baby or congrats or for the bride to be. So it really makes them super versatile. But I can't get it out of my head that I want to make these lollipops now. Or peppermints. I think it would be a really fun way to use them. Okay, now where this overlaps, I don't want to put foam. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. I know. Melissa says, love the Enabler Club. Me too. You guys enable me all of the time. I mean, the Pashta discussion, I'm like, do I really need to buy more felt stitching dies for all of that felt stitching I did not get done last year? Sure I do. Oops, I don't think I put that. Oh, I think it's this one that's too far over. Darn it. Okay, we're not going to use that one. That looks good. All right. Now we want to put, they could be ornaments. Oh, they could be ornaments. That would be cute. Oh, maybe they even, there is this little piece, but I don't see it. Is there a die for that? Now I need to see if I can make them into ornaments. Great suggestion. All right, we are going to put a little glue on our balloon strings. I'm not going to try to pop these up with foam. I think they look fine glued right on there. Let's make sure and take this messy one and make sure we hide that. Member of the Enablers Club. Yes, Shimon, let's get t-shirts made. Oh yeah, put the balloon string upside down. That's a great idea, Kelly. I love it. Oh, this is the one I want to hide. Oh, I maybe need to cut off part of it. I did this on the one, my sample too, to shorten up that balloon string. There we go. I just think they're so cute. This is the, I think I was talking about this earlier. I thought it would be fun, but then I felt like it didn't need it. There is a coordinating die, but you can make a little bow and then you can have, wouldn't that be sweet? I think if you didn't have quite as many balloons on a single card, I think that would be really cute. Yep, the lollipops. Absolutely. That's what we were talking about, Kim Craft. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here too, Neva. I think that one was one I did short. Maybe I'll put this one here. I'm just going to cut this one off again. Make it a little bit shorter. So it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. I like the different heights of all of the different elements. All right. Next, we're going to take our happy birthday, and I think, let me double check. I can go ahead and put just a couple of little pieces of foam where it's going to hang over. And then on the rest of it, I guess I didn't need to put my stopper in. We'll put a little liquid glue. And I want that to sit right above where we stamped our greeting. Just like that. So cute. Kitty says, can you give a hint about your upcoming Spellbinders collection? Christmas. And that is all I can say. When I can share, I will. All right. My favorite way to trim off anything hanging off the edge are these long shears from Tim Holtz. Mine are in the original maroon color, but now they sell them in black, and I low-key kind of want the black ones because I like them better, but these are one of my favorite things because you can just take it along the whole side and cut off anything hanging off the edge. And there's our cleaned up card. which is beautiful just like this, but of course I love adding stuff. So let's add some embellishments. And for that, Sharon says, how long does it take for your distress spray to dry? Not very long. Not very long at all. I don't know how long exactly. I know for my original card, I only gave it like 5 minutes, so it probably wasn't all the way dry. This probably got, what, more like 15 or 20? And it's completely dry. But I do have a fan going in here and it's hot. All right, so now we are going to take some pearls, and I tried to pick pearls in similar colors. These are all Pretty Pink Posh. This is Light Orchid, which I spelled it wrong on my label, I noticed the other day. And we're going to start popping some of these little pretties down. Where's my little bitty ones at? You guys know I always like the little teeny tiny ones. Can never find them because I think I use them all. Oh, there they are. I always like a good tone-on-tone embellishment. These pearls are so pretty, aren't they? Love these. And I love using these little trays because I can dig around in there and then I can just pour them right back in. Just going to copy what I did earlier since that makes it easy. So that was Light Orchid and Limeade. Don't ignore how I spelled it. That was wrong. Oh, Heather, that's weird. I wonder why your scissors did that. Do you think the blades have gunk on them? Every once in a while, I will clean mine. I mean, every once in a great while, let's be honest. I don't clean them very often. I probably should clean them more often. Where's the little bitty guys again? Oh, there's some. In the very bottom of my container. Oh, I thought some fell out here. Oh, did I not grab it? There we go. There we go. Tone on tone is life, Kelly. It's basically the only way I craft. Very rarely, I think, do I not do a tone on tone in some way. Even, like, this has a lot of colors on it, but it's very tone on tone. This color, oh, that was, did I say Blue Sky? This is Seafoam. Oh my gosh, I love this color. If you have the Tropic and Tide Pool inks from Simon, I feel like it matches perfectly. I love, love, love these pearls. One of my very favorites. I like all these colors. And then Creamsicle is this beautiful orange. The blades are clean. The screw or something got really tight. Oh my goodness. Huh. And we're going to do these Creamsicle ones. And then the final thing I'm going to do, I actually didn't get out any of the yellow ones. I instead got out this little gold star confetti. And we're going to scatter some of these around our card. Adds a little more sparkle. I probably ought to work in small areas so I don't accidentally forget to put... Oh, come on. I think I need to put a new tip on my embellishment wand. And I want some of these on the background as well. Here we go. couple more. So what is everyone's plans for the weekend? Anything fun going on? Jenna, I did not get a chance to pull apart my Platinum 6. I'm going to do it this weekend. I will have to try it this weekend. I had too many other things to do. I was going to try, and I just didn't manage to get to it. Darn it. Let's see. All right. There's that. And I need a new tip for my embellishment wand because mine is gunky. And that's it. And I love the little sparkles. Now, any glue, like right here, it's going to dry clear, so you're going to see. Because I did that on these too. So much fun. Makes the perfect birthday cards or any kind of celebration. Helping your son move into his first house, Chris said. Oh, that's awesome. Let me. And we probably don't need to see me twice. Taking my granddaughters to the Mary Poppins play. Oh, that sounds so fun. Just chill and stitch, Donna said. That sounds lovely. Ride my motorcycle, Heather said. Picking up new car. Oh, congratulations, Ladybug93. Crafting with friends, Melissa said. Relaxing because it's hot outside. Agree. 100%. No, Debbie, the balloon trio comes all together. So for the balloons, you get, let me flip this around. You get this and this, the balloon string. You get the bow and the die, and a single circle. You get the 4U. I even forgot to mention that. You get the 4U and the die for that. This is another like little doodad. And then you do get this little topper, which I know we were talking about ornaments. I almost wonder if this is the ornament topper. So you get the ornament topper and the coordinating die for that. Whoops, that's kind of out of, let me move that down. So that is what you get in the balloon trio set. I hope that answers. Christine's going to play with her new tailored expressions kit, getting ready to go to Chicago. Oh, nice, Heather. Going to the lake, Melissa said. Nichol on picture-in-picture, right, Luna? We don't need that. Totally relaxing and keeping the dog safe, Liza said. Me too. That is, and I actually am FFOing a bunch of stuff, so that's good. Finishing some cross-stitch stuff for everyone who's not a stitcher and wondered, what in the world? What is this bizarre language you're talking? Let's see. Bought a Platinum 6. Can you share what happened to yours? I sure hope I don't make a mistake. Oh, you won't. It was totally a fluke. So I was telling everyone in my Patreon live last night. Let me show. I had a sheet of foam, the strips. It was actually the teeny tiny strips, my favorite foam of all time. Not only did I ruin my machine, but I also ruined my whole sheet of little strips I had left. Awesome. Anyway, this was sitting on my desk and I was foiling. I was foiling and die cutting and I had stacks. I was working on my samples for my collection. So I took my platinum base plate and I had set it on top of these strips. And one of them was sticky and I didn't realize it. Like probably a strip, like the tape had partly come off. And I'm moving back and forth, foiling, blah, blah, blah. And I'm ready to die cut. I put my die on and I start running it through the machine and it's going kind of tough. And I'm like, great, I didn't get, because sometimes I don't get my plates in straight. And so it's a little hard to turn. And I start backing it up and it's not coming out. And it's making a weird noise. And I finally get it out. That sheet of foam got rolled up into the rollers and I can't get it off. So I'm going to have to take the machine apart to see if I can even salvage my machine. Now, in fairness, I won't be mad if I have to get a new one. My poor machine, the handle on it is broken. The handle that turns, I've lost the screw and I cannot find it. So I just hold it in. No, I just spit, sorry. So if I have to get a new machine, it's not the end of the world, but I could not. I mean, that is the craziest fluke ever. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Shari's going to finish projects. Pool time with the kids, Jenna said. Hanging with hubby and our 2 fur girls. Oh, yeah, praying for rain. That would be so nice. And stalking the Pasta site to place my order. Shari's my hookup there. She reminds me to place my order. Oh. And Shari's going to see the new Indiana Jones. It's new, right? I don't go to a lot of movies, nor do I watch a lot of movies, so I probably don't know. Crafting gremlins. Neva, I should have said that. Oh my gosh, I love it. I mean, that kind of crazy thing. Who even would think? I didn't notice it was on the bottom of my platform. How did I not notice? How did it get that far? I'm just grateful I had another machine. I don't even know what to say about that. Goo Gone. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try. Goo Gone. I'm going to try and then, or WD-40 even. I have Undo. I have a whole bunch of options. We'll see if we can get it working. I don't know if it'll ever work correctly, but we're going to give it a try. When does your Spellbinders collection come out? Christine said, I don't know exactly. I think September. I need to ask. Diane, I hope I can fix it too, but if I can't, I can't. I'm not going to let it ruin my weekend. It's honestly kind of funny. Like, how does that even happen? You would think I dropped it and broke it, or, you know, something that seems normal. Oh, good. The Better Press box arrived. Yay, Danielle. Patricia has so much rain, she's going to send it to the rest of us. Let's see. Yep, WD-40. WD-40 for everything. Things squeak, it gets some WD-40. I love it. If you heat the foam, if it'll release. I don't know. I'm going to try the other product first. I'm going to pull it apart and pull the rollers out. I'm not holding out a lot of hope, but we'll see. Maybe I'll have good news, or maybe I won't want to mess with it. I mean, that really does cut into my creating time. Trying to fix my big mistake. Maybe I could talk my oldest son into helping me. It could be a fun family activity. Yeah, Patricia says I can fix it. I fix a lot of things. I just don't think... So I always say, you can find out how to fix anything on YouTube. I fix so many things by that. Like the drain on my sink, all kinds of things. I don't think there is a video for how to fix your Spellbinders when you have made such a big mistake. Oh. Yes, Molly and I are here in Kansas and it is so stinking dry. It's dry. I can't believe they're allowing the fireworks. There have been some years where they've been banned because you don't want fires to start. I'm so scared of a fire. Okay. Oh, Cassie, when it's 110 with 25 mile per hour wind or more, I call it the blast furnace. When you walk outside and it's just like a blast furnace right in your face. Yeah, air conditioning for the win. Scout wants to go up. Bye, Shari. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. To everyone celebrating, first of all, if we have any Canadians here, happy Canada Day. Is that right? Even right? Did I say it right? Because that's tomorrow, right? I think. For all my American friends, happy 4th of July. Since I won't see you before then, I will be back next Friday. I'm going to be doing a live with brand new Waffle Flower release products. Their release comes out the 5th. It's so good. So I will have a video that day. I actually have a lot going on the 5th. I may some of those videos might get pushed. I don't know. Or they may all just go up at once. But I have a video that day, and then we'll do a live. I really, really, really love their release. My monthly hero is also pushed from Monday to the 5th. And then Altenew has a bunch of brand new products the 5th as well, including the Better Press, which I will have a video on. So stay tuned for that. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, gets to spend at least a little time relaxing and doing something that you love, something that sets your heart on fire. And don't forget, if you love stitching dies, the Posture release is tomorrow, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. And grab some of those and stitch up some cute Christmas felt ornaments. Thank you again for joining me today. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everyone. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.